this is Noreen from Joya Cards, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! For more of my Stampin' Up! Card videos, please make sure that you click on the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when my videos come up. Also, I give away the demo card. If you are a first-time subscriber, go ahead and put in my comments your email address, and I'll email you and let you know if you're the one that first notified me, so you'll win the card. So that's awesome. So some free stuff. So anyway, this is my Slimline Wildly Grateful Butterfly card, and I think it turned out pretty cute. And I actually did some stuff. It looks like really simple, but I did do some tricky stuff. So what I did is I tried to use the new butterfly stamp, but you know, I ended up not using the floating and fluttering stamp at all. I just used the coordinating die, and I only used this one. So the fluttering dies, and this is in the new catalog, the January to June. And if you need a catalog and you want to purchase Stampin' Up! Stuff, go ahead and also put in the comments your email address, and I will mail one out to you. So we're going to just use this die and not the stamp. We're going to use the frame here from Ornate Frames. I use this one like a million times. So if you're looking for a good frame die, this is one. I'm also using the sentiments from Lovely You and Flowering Blooms, and these are also the new stamps from the new catalog. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, a Slimline card is, you're going to cut this, and we're doing Mossy Meadow as a base, believe it or not. And that you're going to cut 9 inches by 8 inches and score at 4. And this will fit perfectly in a number 10 envelope. So this is a great dimension. So go ahead, and this is Mossy Meadow. And then we're going to use some basic black, and we're going to cut it the whole entire front of the card. So it's going to be a 9 by 4. So we can go ahead and snail that up on the card base. Another new item from the new January-June catalog is this DS paper is Fine Art Floral, and you're going to cut this 375 by 8.75. So let's go ahead and snail this up. And you know, I hate snailing over this beautiful back. Look at how pretty that is. But we're only using the front here, so let's go ahead and put that right in the middle. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do these butterflies, and what I've done is I've taken a piece of shimmery white paper, and you want to use shimmery white because that shimmer works really well when you're doing any kind of inking. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to take from the new catalog, January-June, is the blending brushes, and these are awesome. I like the fact that they're white, so I can tell the difference between whatever I've been using. If you have the kind that have the brown bristles, it's like sometimes it's like you put it down and it's like, oh shoot, is that the what and the what? And anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of scratch paper in that shimmery white. We're going to use half for the butterflies, and then we're also going to do the tag right here. So let's go ahead and get some Magenta Madness and stamp up your blending pen, and then tap off, and then go in circles and go in. Now we don't need this entire sheet of paper, so we're only going to take it to about here. Doesn't matter, because we're just going to do our 4 butterflies. After you do the magenta, wait to do the purple. Now, I mean, I could do the purple now, but I would rather go ahead and cut these out and then put the purple on more of the wings. So go ahead and grab this die from Fluttering Dies, and go ahead and cut 4 of these out in your die cutter. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Now that I've got my 4 butterflies cut out, I'm going to go ahead and grab some Gorgeous Grape and tap off and swing in. And I'm going to really hit the wings more than anything else. I mean, you can give it a light brushing down the middle, but I really want to grab more of the wings than the rest of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these butterflies and I'll be right back. And there are the 4 butterflies, and now we're going to do the sentiment here. And we're going to take another blending brush and use some bumblebee. Use the other part of that paper we were doing here and swing in and just do enough to do your sentiment. Now you're going to take just jade and a new blending brush, tap it off, and go in. You only need a little bit. All right, and now we're going to take this sentiment die from Ornate Frames, and we're going to get the sentiment, which is Wildly Grateful, and that's from Lovely You, and I thought that was really good with this stamp. So we're going to take this and stamp it in Gorgeous Grape. So here's Wildly Grateful. We're going to stamp that, and we're going to do the stamping first because this isn't a very wide stamp. So you want to go ahead and grab that sentiment frame from Ornate Frames and put it right where you want on top there, and then run it through the die cutter. So I'm going to cut that. Now for the assembly, just put on here how you want them to really be put on the card. And then grab your black dimensionals and dimensional them up. Here's the last one, and I put the dimensional right there. And if you want, when you're doing this, don't push them down real hard just in case you want to move them around. But I think that looks good, so I'll go ahead and push them down. And let's go ahead and put a couple dimensionals on the back of this. And I'm going to place it right there. Now what I thought was really fun is I grabbed my Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. These are great. And I'm grabbing the light green and the dark green. And on the card, they go light green, dark green, light green, dark green in the smallest ones. And then I put the biggest 2 green pieces there. So let's go ahead, and I've got light green. I'm just going to put one on the top here, one in the middle here, and I'm just using my fingernail. You could use take your pick tool. I guess that works well too. And put one here. And that's the front of the card. Isn't that pretty? Now the inside of the card, I did something tricky too, because you know that's me. So I went ahead and took a piece of black, basic black is 8.5 by 3.5, and shimmery white again. And shimmery white is going to be a 3 by 5. So go ahead and grab another piece of scratch paper, and we're going to grab Bumblebee and that same blending pen, and we're going to do the entire background here. Really wanted to get that color kind of dark. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that butterfly die, and we're going to take some glue dots and we're going to put it on the die. So I'm going to put like 5 glue dots, one in the middle and some on the wings. And I'm putting the glue dots on the texture side of that die. So I'm going to do that and I'll be right back. I've got the glue dots on the back of this die. So the smooth side is up. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right on my background piece. And then I'm going to get that Just Jade again. And I am going to very softly just blend around that die. Now don't go too far out because we're going to be moving this die around. So we've done that one. I'm going to pull it up. And now I'm going to move it to here. And I'm going to gently go around. Try not to go over that spot you just did. Oops, I didn't tap off. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to move it over here and do the same thing. So I'm going to do this whole thing and I'll be right back. So after you are done, go ahead and make sure you wipe off your hands, wipe off the die, and take off the glue dots that are on the back of the die. So, and when you're moving this thing around, make sure that you're aware of the ink on your hands when you're moving it. So the last one we're going to do is the sentiment inside, and the sentiment is from Flowering Blooms because I wanted something long and I wanted something kind of frilly. So we're going to take that sentiment and Gorgeous Grape again, and we're going to stamp up the sentiment just right in the middle and right there. And then all we have to do last is put it in the card. So go ahead and grab your card base again and put it on top of the black. And then let's put the black part inside of the Mossy Meadow base, just like so. And that's the card. So if you like the card, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're one of the first, you could win the demo card, and that'll do it. So thanks. Bye.